Hello, Tin family. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome. I'm so glad to have you guys on the line. Pastor Denise is out today, but I will be your guest host. And we're not going to make any delays because I'm telling you, we have got an amazing call, and I want you guys to get right started on. So let's go ahead and bring on one of the hardest working men in 10. He's my mentor. He's one of my coaches. I absolutely love him. Pastor Dale, have you made it to the line?
I am here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Well, all right. Well, welcome to the driver's seat, Coach Nikisha. Thank you so much for stepping in for Pastor Denise. She's at some family school events with her kids. And, great thing about this business is when you are in this business, doing it as a business, it affords you some freedoms and some luxuries that you don't normally get. And so we're glad to have her out doing her family duties. And we're absolutely excited about this call. This gentleman we have coming on the call is just an amazing guy. He's a friend of mine. He's all the way from California. We hadn't heard from him in a while. Let me tell you guys, when this guy comes on, you want to pay attention. He is known as the top recruiter in the company. There's a reason for that because he is busy about putting this opportunity in front of as many people as he possibly can. Whether it's with our sister division, My Video Talk, or with our current division, 10, Team Effort Network, he has been tenaciously building, strategizing. I always like talking to him because he always makes me think. He always makes me go deeper. And you guys are going to love him. We have not had him on in a while, but we're looking forward to what he has to say today. I want you to help welcome with me one-star JohnPeavy from Sacramento, California. JP, are you with us?
I most certainly am, Pastor Dick. How are you?
I am well, man. Man, you got to, before you get into this call, you got to tell us what you've been doing, man. You've been absent from the call for a while, but I know you've been busy, man. What have you been up to, John?
I'm just busy making it happen. There's a lot of things on a daily basis. Many people go through different challenges. Everybody. I would say who we are on this call. Mel, Amy, Obama, the Clintons, every president, everybody in this world goes through different challenges. We have the same 24 hours in a day, every single day. And sometimes life happens, and we all know what I mean by that. Life just happens. But it is in that time when life is happening that really determines who you are. It's something how, when you see somebody going through something and say, well, I can handle that. And it's another thing when you're going through it, and then you're wondering how I can do it. There's some things. Even me right now, I don't like big, but here in the very near future, you're going to hear a great testimony of things that what God is doing. Let's put it like that. So yeah, we're making it happen, man. Fight challenges. No matter what obstacle comes my way, I'm bigger than any obstacle that comes my way. I look at something big as something small. I don't look at small, and that's usually what happens. A lot of people take something that's really small and they make it big because they focus on it. Then that becomes magnified in them, and it makes them impossible to overcome that. So that's that. So.
Well, and you're absolutely right because, we have people that, I've been coaching, and they hear the word no, and you would think that the earth had shattered and swallowed them up because they heard the word no, and because they focused on the no, but they don't focus on the yeses that they've already had. And helping those people get to the next level. And it just becomes something small that they focus on and build their build their negativity around, when if you just focus on your success, focus on the big things, those are the things that keeps you propelled in motion and growing your business. So, you're absolutely right. We all have life challenges, things come after us. But, when we stay focused on what our why is, remember why you joined this company. Remember what you saw when you saw this presentation. Remember the excitement that you had. And when you remember your why consistently, it just keeps me. Every day I get up thinking about, who I'm going to meet. I don't know who I'm going to meet, but I know I'm going to meet somebody, and I'm going to talk to him about this business. And I was out at outreach on Easter Sunday, and we were out in the marketplace in Virginia, and we were talking to a whole lot of people doing a lot of ministry, and these two young guys walked up. These guys looked so sharp. They were like 30 years old. They were like twin brothers. They were just sharp guys. I said, you know what? I got to go talk to those guys. Those guys look like they'd be good in the business. Man, I went over there and talked to these guys. These guys were wide open. They're like, can we have a sit-down one-on-one? We'd love to hear what you have to say. I'm like, man, this is so easy. Just target somebody and say, you know what, I'm going to talk to those guys about the business. So, John, this is your day, man. Tell us some good stuff. We got our pencils and our papers ready, and Nikisha's here. Kevin Bond's here, man. We are excited about you being on the call with us today. Feed us some good stuff, man.
Man, thank you. Thank you for having me. I can say this without a shadow of a doubt, that everyone on this call, I don't care who you are, for myself, if Mel was on this call, everyone on this call, everyone, I don't care, at one time or another in your business, in what you're doing, have gotten frustrated with people, with situations, because people say they're going to do something. I'm coming to the meeting, they don't show up. You got somebody that you just signed up, they were excited, and then 1 week later you can't find them. There's just different things. You're building a business. You're doing this, and you're getting let down, and then you have people that you're wondering, are they maybe they're bipolar? You're wondering, man, they said this, but they're doing this. They get started, and then you don't hear from them no more. And what you have to do, and it's me, I'm telling you, one thing that what you have to do, I love my team members, love them dearly, and I treat them just as their precious jewels that they are. But however, I never hang my hat, and I hang my, I'm going to use that word, hang my hat on someone else for my success. My success and my failure happens because of me. It's not even any outside circumstances. It happens because of me. It does not happen because of me. And if I focus on the person that I just signed up, that said that they were going to do this and said that they were going to do this, and they didn't do that, because I got my hopes and everything up in this person or this particular distributor that just got started, and they let you down, then you're let down, and it brings your energy down. Even me, it took me a while to learn that, because I guess to a certain extent, if there's anybody else on this call, I believe me more than anybody, my heart is in the right place, and I want to see the next person succeed and supersede what I have done and what I am doing. I want the next person's success to be greater than my success, because we're all doing this for different reasons, what we say, but the main reason is we want to provide a better life for our family by working very hard at the very beginning so we can live like no one else in the end. And what I mean by that, see, when you're getting started here, and this is a part of a training that I do, and I want you just to imagine this with your mind. At the very beginning, there's a line down at the bottom. Just look at the graph. Maybe it's a PowerPoint. And on the PowerPoint, on the bottom line, it's an arrow starting from the bottom left, all going over to the right. And that's your effort. That's your effort line, or your money line, or your success line. I want you to get this. That's your effort line. On the left-hand side, there is a line going from the left up. So just think of a square, and on the bottom left-hand side, you have the angle going from the left, pointing out to the right, and on the left-hand side, you have the line going from the bottom left, going up. So you got something going to the right and up. Now, that line that's going to the right, that is time. And the one on the left going up is effort. At the very beginning, you're going to be putting in a lot of time and a lot of effort. And sometimes your income, the results, are going to be very low. Y'all heard Mel, if you hadn't, he's like, man, he worked that whole month, and man, he had a lot of people that got started, and then he looked at his check, it was like $8 or something like that. I mean, that's just, it seems like I'm putting all this effort in, I get my 4 on the, I get my 2 on the left, yeah, I cycle, but I see other people that have made $60,000, and and they're driving these Mercedes and BMWs, and they're doing all of these different things. And I'm putting in the effort, and I'm doing all that I can now, and people are quitting, and people are stopping, and some people are doing other businesses, and some people are doing this, and some people are doing that, and you're putting in all this effort. But it's time. Remember that down on the bottom, because I can guarantee you this. If you put in all the effort and you put in all of the time right now, the reward might not be as if you've been working for Bill Gates for the past 25 years and you were an executive. Here, you have to put in a lot of effort and work smart. You got to do things. You got to get uncomfortable, because this industry is all about mental faculties. That's what it's about. People say it's more about you than it is about anybody else, because it's how you handle. And I always, every time that I talk with anybody, if you don't develop yourself as an individual, if you don't become better as a person, if you're not reading better books, making your skin thicker, and not being moved by mishaps that may happen in your organization. There's so many different things that have happened in my organization over the past 3 years, since May of 2010, that the average person, 99% of anybody that was in my position and things that happened in my organization would have quit. But because of I have no quit in me, and I know the end result, and I know that this works, I know this compensation plan, there's not another compensation plan out there that is in operation to date, right now, that will pay you like Team Effort Network does. There isn't. Trust me, I've been in this industry since 2000, right now over 10 years, a little over 11 years. And I've been to the top position of 2 different companies, including this company, not including this company. And I work very, very, very extremely hard. Extremely hard. And at the end of the month, I was like the air traffic controller trying to make, okay, this person needs 5 customer points, and this person needs to be a silver, and that silver needs 2 platinums. And if you don't have the platinums, then I won't get this $8,000 bonus. And at the end of the month, I'm out paying $2,000 to get a $10,000 bonus every month. And I'm nervous. And I'm like, at the end of the month. And I'm like, oh, my God. But when 10 came along, and I saw the simplicity of the compensation plan, that where all I have to do is to find 2 people who want more than what they're currently getting. I lay down the plan. Hey, I got a retirement plan for you. This is what I do. I sit down and I ask the person, hey, how much money would pay all of your bills on a month-to-month basis? How much money do you need coming in every single month? They'll say, okay, I need $3,000. Okay, $3,000. Well, and what would you be doing right now if you had $3,000, all your bills were paid, and just say, let's throw in an extra $1,000. That you had that extra $1,000 that you can put in the savings or travel or do some of the things that which you want to do. But not only that, every single year, your income, and this is what I say, that your income would automatically give you a $2,000 to $1,000 a month raise. I'm just saying that. He said, well, I said, no, this is realistically. And they said, I said, well, some of them say, well, I travel, I spend time with my family, I do this, I do that. Well, I'd say, well, when can you give me a solid half hour so I can show you exactly how you're going to be able to earn an extra $3,000 for all your bills are paid every single month. Not only that, you'll have an extra $1,000 coming in so you can travel, and then you can do the things you deserve. Every month, your bills are paid. I mean, when do we have the time? If I talk to somebody like that, and I want you to get this, 7 out of 10 people, they're so, when I ask them that, they don't even know how to dream. Life has got them into a place. And I want you to get this. People that you talk to on a day-to-day basis, they have been trained and they have been, it's been put in their mind that they have to go to work, and how it is how it will always be. I have to work on this job that I don't like. My bosses don't respect me. They give me demotions. They pay me less. I move from this job. This is the mentality and the mindset of the people that you come up against. And so when you're talking with them, you have to, I want you to get this, you have to deal with where they are in their mind. Because you know some people, you're like, man, what's going on? Where are they at? Are they sticking? I mean, talk to a person. There's certain people I don't even want them to be on my team because I know they'll be gone in the next minute. I said, I don't even want you to sign up if you can't commit to paying $400 up front and committing to paying $119 for the next 12 months. And then you find 2 people, you do the same thing to them. Ask them how much money they need coming in. Ask them if this money was coming in, what would you be doing? Well, I'm going to show you a guaranteed way. What I mean by that, a guaranteed way. This is the plan. This is the guaranteed way. And everyone on this call, I want you to know this. Guaranteed, if everybody got their 2. And the next month, find 30 days to help those 2 get their 2. At the end of 1 year, every single person that gets started 1 year from when they got started will be at $17,000 to $34,000 every single month of residual income. That's the plan. That's it. It works. But what happens is, when people get started, 1 or 2 things happen. You either sign somebody up that really don't want to be signed up. Pressure. Don't nobody like to be pressured into signing up. Nobody likes to be pressured into buying a car. When you go to say, hey, you want to buy this car? When you're in Macy's or wherever you're at, sometimes you just want to, okay. But when you see something that you like, your job, and if there's anything that I want you to get, if there's anything that what you want to get, you want to plant a good seed in their mind to wake them up to see the reality of where they're really at. That they know it, but they're comfortable being uncomfortable. They're going to a job that they hate, they don't like, and they become comfortable being uncomfortable. Your job is to expose them, to let them know there is a better way. Get them to dreaming. Hey, what is this? I mean, it took me an hour. I didn't even talk about a business. I just talked about their life. And come to find out, this gentleman, he's like, man, John, all I wanted to do was to be a professional fisherman. I love fishing. He said, that's all I think about. He said, that's all I think about. And when he goes to work, he goes to that job, and sometimes he goes early in the morning, and when he gets off, he just fishes. He just loves to fish. I'm working on this guy, and so all I've been talking about, so what would it take for you to be able to fish and pursue your dreams of fishing? He's like, man, I got all these bills. I mean, I don't have time. And so what if we can help solve your time money, and I mean, your time problem, and then so you can fix your money solution. So if people had time and money, the whole world would be a better place. But people make excuses for why they don't have time or money. Why I can't make no money, I can't do this business because I don't have time. And I can't do the business because I don't have no money because I'm working. And you're working on a 9-to-5 job and you don't have $500 to start this business. So certain people, that's how I approach them. You have to get a person to a point to where you wake them up and talk to them. Because just imagine if you're just going to some person and you don't really know about the person, really spend time with that person and talk to them and let them know. You have to come from a position of strength that this is my business. This is what I do. I help people fulfill their dreams. How do I do that? By providing them with a platform and an opportunity that can give them the time and the money freedom to do what they want to do. Is that something? Now, I know, like, there's one guy, he's saving an extra $50 every single week when he gets paid. He's a Hispanic guy. He's got another month, and then because he wants the top package. And I've talked with him. He's going to be signing up. He's been saving $50 every single week and I've been talking with him, just talking about life, talking to him about family. Let me tell you this, and there's a lot of things. Sometimes when I speak, I don't even speak with any notes. I just speak from my heart. I don't know where I was at, but there's one thing that I did want to talk to you about, and this is going to be very quick. Attitude is everything. Your attitude and how you see. No one ever develops an eye strain looking on the bright side of things. No one ever developed an eye strain looking on the bright side of things. Everybody, like me, I'm always like a cheerful person, and people like being around me because I'm not talking about negativity. I'm always joyful, laughing. People, that's contagious. But also what is contagious is negativity. And sometimes people who are always talking about the bad and what's not this and this and that and the other and this and that and the other. And once you have that clique of people that's always talking about the negative as opposed to the positive, watch out. Watch out. What you see is what you get. And this is I'm going to stop here, one of my favorite stories about attitude, about a wise old gatekeeper living in the 18th century. His job was to greet the new visitors to the Mediterranean city. Travelers in the city would stop to ask the old man directions and inquire about, the availability for work. One day, a traveler stopped at the gate and inquired the gatekeeper, "Old man, what are the people like in your city?" The old man paused and scratched his head before, he replied. He said, "What were the people like in the town where you came from?" And that traveler, this is people. I want you to get this. What I'm saying is how people are. They'll say, "Well, they were terrible. They were mean-spirited, greedy, dishonest." Well, replied the gatekeeper, with a nod of his head, "You'll find them the same in our city here. Don't say I didn't warn you." About an hour later, another traveler approached the city gates. Judging by his dress and facial features, the traveler appeared to be younger than the previous traveler. The older man, he spoke first saying, "Judging by your looks, young man, it must have been your brother I spoke to earlier. Are you looking for him?" Young man smiled and shook his head, no, answering, "No, not on your life, old man. You see, my brother has the most sour disposition, I'm sad to say, I don't miss his company in the least. The young man approached the older gatekeeper and offered a handshake and asked, if you could answer my question, gatekeeper, I would be forever indebted to you. Judging from your age, you must know many people in the city. In your esteemed opinion, sir, what are the people like in your city? The old man paused, scratched his head before replying. Well, what were the people like in the town where you came from? Now, these two gentlemen the two travelers came from the same town. Traveler smiled with joy. He replied, oh, there could be no finer people. To the man, they are honest, hardworking, and generous. They are the nicest people. I hated to leave, but the lack of opportunity drove me to seek my fortune elsewhere. Well, replied the gatekeeper with a smile, you'll find the same in our city. We welcome you with open arms. And the moral of the story is that when it comes to attitude, what you choose to see is what you get. People with bad attitudes choose to look at the world through dark glasses, tainted with just cynicism. And, it's bad. As a result, they mostly see only suspicious-looking people lurking in the shadows. People with good attitudes, on the other hand, choose to look at the world through rose-colored glasses, tinted with optimism. They mostly see friendly people laughing and playing in the sunshine. So on a daily basis, bad things can happen to you. You have every right to be mad and angry and upset because things happen to you. But if you choose to hang on to that and choose not to see the good and look at it as an opportunity for you to grow and not for you to get bitter, but for you to get better. There's a lot of things that I could say more here, and I didn't mean to take this much time. I'm sitting in front of my meeting right now. I have a meeting that I have right at 8:30. I told Pastor Denise, I love giving personal development. If there's anything you want to do, grow better as a person, grow better, grow stronger as a person, and there's nothing in this world that will ever stop you. And I have to go back to this point. I'm sorry. Starting at the beginning, remember the left and the right. You're going to put a lot of effort in. It don't seem like the result and the reward is going to be great. But on my diagram, and y'all remind me, I'll show this. I got a training. I got to pull it up. But when you see it, at the end, you'll be doing so much less work because of all of the work and effort you put in at the beginning. That at the end, when you're really not out there hitting the pavement, continuing recruiting and making 10 calls a day and sending out video emails and doing the 10 parties and people are not showing up and one person showing up every other month and doing all of that work. Well, 1 year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, when you have a team of 3,000 to 5,000 people, and it's that work that you did at the beginning is a result and the reward of what you're getting 5 to 10 years. You got to see that. You got to know that. It's going to happen. The only way you will fail and lose is if you quit. Never, ever stop. Stick with 10, Team Effort Network. Focus on it. I guarantee you 1 to 2 years from now, the lifestyle that you deserve and that you want of having 5, 10, 15,000 coming in every single month or every single week, it will happen. Don't sleep on this. Stay focused. Give 10 your all. And I'm talking about your effort, your greatest attitude, your greatest effort. You're going to reap a great reward in the end. Back over to you, Pastor Denise and Nikisha.
Fantastic. Wow. Nikisha, you there? Nikisha, go ahead. This is Kevin. Go ahead. With you.
Yeah, I'm blown away. Mr. JohnPeavy, anytime you want to come over and impart your wisdom, please do so and take as much time as you need. Because I'm telling you, what you were speaking is just truth. I really appreciate how you just got down to where everybody can be at, because everybody's at different levels in this business. And there are some people who are frustrated out there and they're having hard times, and you can just come on and let them know that if the plan works, it's a plan, it's a system. And if you work that plan, you're going to get to the end result, and to not give up on your dreams and don't forget. So, man, Mr. JohnPeavy, hats off to you, my friend. That was a wonderful training. Mr. Kevin, do you have anything you want to say about that one?
Absolutely. First of all, John, how you doing, man? Good to hear your voice today, man. I love this technology where we can connect via phone and do this awesome network. And good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to everybody on the planet. I tell you, Nikisha, John is awesome trainer, man. Just when I first met him in my video talk, we just knew he was a leader. And, of course, all he brings to the table. But one thing I took some copious notes. I think y'all did, too, as well. But one thing I loved about what he talked about, ladies and gentlemen, was the best comp plan in the industry. Now, John would not be in the industry or in this business with us if the comp plan or the business wasn't to his standard. So, we got the best comp plan, and Mel and Amy always talk about, specifically Mel, always talks about the best comp plan in the industry. You just got to believe that, ladies and gentlemen. Nikisha, you just have to believe it. But that's based on their track record. You got to look at the track record of these business owners. We're talking about Mel and Amy, talking about JohnPeavy, we're talking about Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale, and Nikisha. All the leaders, ladies and gentlemen, that are on these calls know that this is real. This is a real business, and we're excited about the best business model, best products, best people, best comp plan in the industry. And the other one I love, too, Nikisha, talked about being allergic to negative people. I love that one all the time, and it's a powerful one right there. You guys got to be able to sort that out. But I got a solution for him, Nikisha and John. I got a solution for him. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, listen to you. I want you to write this one down. Hey, when you have some pain, ladies and gentlemen, I had heard this at one of our church services. When you have some pain, ladies and gentlemen, when you have any type of pain concerning the business, you need to turn that P into a G and get gain in your life. Come on now. You hear me, ladies and gentlemen? Turn that P into a G, and you gain your life back. Okay, that should be immediately, right today. We want you to do that today. So I'm excited about what John has talked about today. We're excited about you, ladies and gentlemen. And Nikisha, I don't know if you're going to mention some of the announcements and so forth as well. We're prepared to help you out on that if you need to. But we want to make sure everybody, because we know we got some new people on the call as well. We want to make sure people have the information they need. All right, very good. We'll give some quick announcements, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody knows about the Lifestyle Call. It's every week as well, right? You want to know about make sure you get people on the call, ladies and gentlemen. That's 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so we can hear people like JohnPeavy, Keisha Bond, and Pastor Dale, Pastor Denise. You always want to be on these calls, ladies and gentlemen. Get those new people on this wonderful Lifestyle Call. And ladies and gentlemen, we also have Keisha, we got to encourage everybody to get on Facebook, right? That's one thing, too.
We have 2 Facebook pages going. We have 10 Prosperity Team, and we have 10 Asian Generation. Just type in 10, period, E, period, N, and then it'll start to pop up. We also have, I think today is the last day to qualify for the brunch to get your 2 diamond packs. So push, and get those in. Also, if you haven't gotten your tickets to the May 17th event for 10 University, you need to go into your back office and purchase your tickets. Start coordinating rides. I'm starting to see things posted on Facebook about discounted hotel rooms. So just keep looking every day and let everyone know when you find a really good deal posted on there. But before we go, JohnPeavy, are you still on the line?
Yes, I'm sitting here waiting yes, I am. I'm waiting for them to call me in here.
Oh, wonderful. I just wanted to say something before you just step back in here. That when we first started the business, you started off with a video presentation. I think it was about 20 minutes long. And we sent that out to all of our prospects. And you could tell the ones who were really hot. You know how you were talking about signing up the right prospects? Because they were like us. We watched that video over and over and over. I could not believe my eyes what I was hearing and what you were saying and how easy and simple it was to understand. It was just a 20-minute video. And when I would give that to somebody, they'd be like, oh, yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I'm like, just watch it. It's just 20 minutes. And then I call them the next day, and they were like, oh, my goodness, what is this? What are you talking about? This is amazing. What is this? So, if you ever get a chance to do another video, I'm sure you have another one. If you could post that up, I would love to hear it. But if you could just give us some of your final thoughts and impart a little bit of wisdom before we throw it back to Kevin Vaughn for the final quote.
I will. Just hold on 1 second. 1 second, please. 1 second.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Yeah, Nikisha, while John's getting ready there, we wanted to just make sure everybody was excited about today. We want you to go out and meet at least 5 new people today, ladies and gentlemen. Nikisha, that's all what John was talking about is meeting new people. And that's what it's all about. Network the planet, ladies and gentlemen. Network the planet. Talk to everybody that you see in your sphere of influence. And we're just talking about the normal day, Nikisha. Whatever you're normally doing, just be aware that people are around you. Pastor Dale mentioned about some sharp people he met just recently. And just keep your ears and eyes open, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
People are going to pop up. John, back to you, buddy.
All right. So I knew it was something. My son's School just called. He was out there playing basketball early in the morning and twisted his ankle, and he went and he was icing up, so he just couldn't. I got to go pick him up, and that's the good thing about being full time. Do you know today? Next year, December. Let me see. Next year, I'll be 10 years full time that I haven't worked a 9-to-5 job. I can't wait.
That's great. That's great, John. I love it, man.
I've been retired out of corporate America.
I love it.
10 years.
What a great deal.
10 years. I'm excited. Attitude is definitely everything. If there was one thing, just say, don't play the blame game. Don't play the blame game. You take responsibility. It's you. It's not anybody else. It's you. You got to take responsibility for you. It's all about you, not anybody else. Responsibility is a joy. It's not a job. That's all I got to say. It's a joy. Embrace responsibility.
That's great, John. That's great.
Well, go ahead and close it out, Mr. Vaughn. Yeah, go ahead and close it out, Mr. Vaughn. Thank you, JohnPeavy. That was a wonderful, wonderful training. And again, next time you want to come on, you just let us know. We'll give you all the time that you need because that was amazing. Thank you so much.
All right. All right. Thank you so much, John. You guys have a great day today. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're excited from Atlanta, Georgia here with Nikisha Bond and this wonderful call. We thank Pastor Denise and Pastor Dale for allowing us to come on and help you out a little bit today and host this call with you. But Nikisha, one thing, I heard from, as you know, Les Brown talks about this a lot, and he talks about being hungry. And I want everybody just to be hungry, you know what I'm saying? And I know even John has talked about this before. You got to really be hungry today to really make it in this business, ladies and gentlemen. You got to be hungry, Nikisha. We want people to be so hungry where they get to down where they're so hungry the bones are showing. You know what I'm saying? As far as the business is concerned. We want them to be so hungry that they're going to not worry about the no's. They're not going to worry about the frustration. They're not going to worry about the pain. They're just going to go right through it. Matter of fact, we got some awesome products. All you do is spray some D3 and some B12 and the pain may go away and just keep moving forward. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about you today, ladies and gentlemen. We want you to stay focused on your goals because the rewards are so great. And the biggest thing I think about, Nikisha, is the timing of our business. That's probably one of the awesomest things, is timing of our business, ladies and gentlemen. We just launched in February of 2014, and we haven't even broken the first floor yet. Isn't that powerful, Nikisha? And people who understand timing and positioning is so important. We always talk about the other businesses that are established today. Had we been there with Microsoft and, Kentucky Fried Chicken and McDonald's, had we been there, ladies and gentlemen, you'd be a billionaire today. Definitely a multimillionaire, but you could be a billionaire today had you been in the room. You're at that point in 10 right now, ladies and gentlemen. You're at that point with Team Effort International. Mel and Amy Gill are focused to take this business to a billion-dollar industry. We want you to be a part of that. Hey, we're going to go to the quotes. Are we ready for the quotes there? Nikisha, are we ready?
Bring it on.
Ready out there? All right, let's do that. We'll go back to you after the quotes, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, real quick, the first quote of the day comes from Miles Monroe. He says, anyone who develops his gifts and talents will become a commodity. I like that one. You understand? That's what John will talk about today. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to make it happen. Don't worry about what Mom and them and Papa and them and Sister and them and Brother and them are not doing. We love them. But guess what? We are the ones that make it happen. The next quote from Miles Monroe says, ladies and gentlemen, says, vision is a concept that is inspired by God in the hearts of humans. You understand that, ladies and gentlemen? Vision comes from God. We thank God for you on that one. Hey, the last quote of the day there's another gentleman, Danny Thomas, an awesome actor. Success in life is nothing to do with what you gain in life or accomplish for yourself. It's what you do for others. Now, that's the heart of Mel and Amy Gill right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's part of what we do. We are bringing people closer together, and we're helping people in their health as well. Nikisha Bond, back to you. Everybody, welcome to the future.
Wow. Thank you so much, Kevin, for those amazing quotes. And thank you, John, for your amazing training. Hey, guys, make sure you check out winwith10.com/calendar so you can see what kind of upcoming events we're having. Join us back here tomorrow at 8 a.m. Pacific time 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We also have a Show Me the Money call on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We also have another call by the North Carolina team where they have some amazing testimonials, the same like Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So with that, as Pastor Denise would say, you are loved and appreciated.
Greatly appreciated.
Greatly appreciated. So go out there and make your dreams happen, family. This call is officially over. Thank you. Bye.